The girl who learned the power of no. In a small, bustling town, there lived a girl named Emma. Emma was known as the people pleaser because she always said yes to everyone. Whether it was her family, her friends, or even strangers, Emma couldn't say no to anyone who asked for help. Emma's parents were proud of her. "You're such a kind and caring person, Emma," her mum would say. "You're going to make a big difference in the world." But deep down, Emma felt tired. She wanted to take a break, but she didn't know how. She worried that if she stopped helping, people would think she was selfish or lazy. One day, Emma's teacher, Mrs. Green, announced a school project. "We're going to create a community garden. Everyone will work together to plant flowers and vegetables," she said. Emma's heart raced. She wanted to help with the garden, but she already had so much on her plate. She decided to spend every afternoon after school working on it. The exhausted Emma. For the next few days, Emma worked tirelessly on the garden. She stayed up late researching, planting, and watering. She skipped lunch to work on it during recess. Her friends noticed. "Emma, why don't you take a break? You look really tired," her friend Sam said. Emma shook her head. "I can't. I need to finish this garden. It has to be perfect." But as the days went by, Emma felt more and more exhausted. Her head hurt, her hands were sore, and she couldn't concentrate. One afternoon, while working on the garden, Emma's vision blurred, and she felt dizzy. She sat down on the ground, clutching her head. "Emma, are you okay?" Sam asked, rushing over to her. Emma nodded weakly. "I'm fine. I just need to finish this." Sam frowned. "Emma, you're not fine. You need to take a break." The wise old tree. That evening, Emma went for a walk to clear her mind. She wandered into a nearby park and sat under a big old tree. The tree had a kind face and a gentle voice. "Why are you so tired, little one?" the tree asked. Emma looked up, surprised. "I have so much to do. I can't stop, or I'll fall behind," she said. The tree smiled. "Do you know why I've lived so long, Emma? It's because I take breaks. In the winter, I rest and save my energy for the spring. If I tried to grow leaves all year round, I would burn out." Emma thought about this. But what if people are disappointed in me if I take a break? The tree replied, "True friends and family will understand. Taking care of yourself isn't selfish. It's necessary. You can't pour from an empty cup, Emma." Emma felt a spark of hope. "Thank you, Mr. Tree. I'll try to take a break." The tree nodded. "Remember, Emma, rest is just as important as work." The first break. The next day, Emma decided to take the tree's advice. After school, instead of working on the garden, she went to the park with Sam. They played on the swings, laughed, and talked about everything except school. For the first time in weeks, Emma felt relaxed. When she got home, she worked on the garden for just an hour instead of all night. She felt more focused and energized. The next day, Emma's teacher, Mrs. Green, noticed the change. "Emma, your work on the garden looks amazing, and you seem so much happier," she said. Emma smiled. "I took a break, and it helped a lot." Mrs. Green nodded. "That's wonderful, Emma. Remember, balance is key." In the next part, Emma will face new challenges and learn more about the importance of balance and self-care. New words to learn. 1. Exhausted. Very tired. 2. Concentrate. To focus your attention on something. 3. Balance. To keep things equal or fair. 4. Energized. Feeling full of energy. 5. Relaxed. Feeling calm and free from stress. Questions for you. 1. Have you ever felt exhausted from working too much? How did it feel? 2. What do you do to relax and take a break? 3. Why is it important to balance work and rest? The school play. One day, Emma's school announced that they were putting on a play. It was a big event, and everyone was excited to participate. Emma's teacher, Mrs. Green, encouraged the students to audition for roles. Emma had always loved acting, but she was hesitant. "I have so much going on already. School, the garden, and helping my family. I don't know if I can handle this too," she told her friend Sam. Sam smiled. "Emma, you love acting, and you're really good at it. You should try out. Just remember to balance your time, like you've been doing." Emma thought about it. She realized that she didn't have to give up the things she loved. She just needed to manage her time wisely. The next day, Emma auditioned for the play. She read her lines with confidence and even added some funny expressions that made everyone laugh. A few days later, Mrs. Green announced the cast. "Emma, you've been chosen to play the lead role," she said. Emma felt a mix of excitement and nervousness. "Thank you, Mrs. Green. I'll do my best," she said. Balancing act rehearsals for the play started right away. Emma had to memorize her lines, practice her movements, and work with the other actors. It was a lot of work, but Emma was determined to do her best. She made a schedule to balance her time. She practiced her lines in the morning before school, worked on the garden in the afternoon, and went to play rehearsals in the evening. She also made sure to take breaks and spend time with her family. One evening, Emma's mum noticed her looking tired. "Emma, are you okay? You've been working so hard lately," she said. Emma smiled. "I'm okay, Mom. I'm just trying to balance everything, but I think I need to take a break tonight." Her mom nodded. "That's a good idea. Why don't we watch a movie together as a family?" Emma agreed. She spent the evening relaxing with her family, and it felt great. The big night. The night of the play finally arrived. Emma felt a mix of excitement and nerves as she put on her costume and waited backstage. Sam, who was also in the play, gave her a thumbs up. "You're going to do great, Emma," he said. Emma took a deep breath. "Thanks, Sam. I'm ready." When the curtain went up, Emma stepped onto the stage. She delivered her lines with confidence and brought her character to life. The audience laughed, clapped, and even cried during the emotional scenes. At the end of the play, the audience gave a standing ovation. Emma felt a rush of pride and happiness. She had worked hard, but she had also taken care of herself, and it had paid off. After the play, Emma's family and friends congratulated her. "You were amazing, Emma," her dad said. Emma smiled. "Thanks, Dad. I couldn't have done it without taking breaks and balancing my time." The new hobby. A few weeks later, Emma discovered a new hobby: painting. She had always loved art, but she had never had the time to explore it. One weekend, Emma's mom gave her a set of paints and a canvas. "I thought you might enjoy this," she said. Emma was excited. She spent the afternoon painting a picture of the wise old tree. It wasn't perfect, but she loved every minute of it. When she showed the painting to her family, they were impressed. "Emma, this is beautiful," her little brother Max said. Emma smiled. "Thanks, Max. I think I found a new hobby." In the next part, Emma will face new challenges and continue to grow as she learns more about the importance of balance and self-care. New words to learn. 1. Audition. A tryout for a role in a play or performance. 2. Rehearsal. A practice session for a performance. 3. Confidence. Feeling sure about yourself and your abilities. 4th. Ovation. A long period of clapping to show appreciation. 5. Hobby. An activity you do for fun in your free time. Questions for you. 1. Have you ever been in a play or performance? How did it feel? 2. What do you do to relax and take a break? 3. Why is it important to balance work and rest? Let me know your thoughts, and I'll share the next part soon. The girl who learned the power of no. The community garden. The community garden project was finally complete. The flowers were blooming and the vegetables were growing tall. The whole town came to see the garden, and everyone praised Emma for her hard work. Emma, this garden is amazing. You've done such a great job, Mrs. Green said. Emma smiled. Thank you, Mrs. Green. But I couldn't have done it without everyone's help. Sam patted her on the back. You're too modest, Emma. You were the one who kept us all going. Emma felt proud, but also a little overwhelmed. She realized that she had been so focused on helping others that she had neglected her own needs. The sick day. A few days later, Emma woke up feeling sick. Her head hurt, her throat was sore, and she had a fever. Her mom felt her forehead. Emma, you're burning up. You need to stay home and rest today, she said. Emma shook her head. But I have so much to do. The garden needs watering, and I have to help Sam with his homework. Her mom frowned. Emma, you can't help anyone if you're sick. You need to take care of yourself first. Emma sighed. She knew her mom was right, but it was hard for her to stop helping. She spent the day in bed, resting and drinking tea. Her little brother Max brought her a drawing he had made. I hope you feel better soon, Emma, he said. Emma smiled. Thanks, Max. This means a lot to me. The wise old tree. That evening, Emma went for a walk to clear her mind. She wandered into the park and sat under the wise old tree. Why are you so tired, little one? The tree asked. Emma sighed. I've been so busy helping others that I forgot to take care of myself. Now I'm sick, and I can't do anything. The tree smiled. Emma, you've learned an important lesson. Helping others is good, but you must also take care of yourself. You can't pour from an empty cup. Emma nodded. I understand now. I need to find a balance between helping others and taking care of myself. The tree's eyes twinkled. That's the spirit, Emma. Remember, rest is just as important as work. The new Emma. From that day on, Emma made some changes. She still helped others, but she also made time for herself. She started painting more, spending time with her family, and taking breaks when she needed them. At school, Emma's grades improved, and she felt happier and more energized. Her friends noticed the change. Emma, you seem so much happier lately, Sam said. Emma smiled. I am. I've learned that taking care of myself is just as important as helping others. In the next part, Emma will face new challenges and continue to grow as she learns more about the importance of balance and self-care. New words to learn. 1. Modest, not bragging or showing off. 2. Neglected, not given enough attention or care. 3. Balance, to keep things equal or fair. 4th, energized, feeling full of energy. 5. Twinkled, shining with a flickering light. Questions for you. 1. Have you ever felt overwhelmed from helping others too much? How did it feel? 2. What do you do to relax and take a break? 3. Why is it important to balance work and rest? Let me know your thoughts. The girl who learned the power of no. The school science fair. One day, Emma's school announced a science fair. Students were encouraged to create projects that showcased their creativity and problem-solving skills. Emma was excited, but also a little nervous. She wanted to create something impressive, but she didn't want to fall back into her old habits of overworking herself. She decided to team up with her friend Sam. Let's make a project about renewable energy, Sam suggested. We can build a small solar-powered car. Emma liked the idea. That sounds great, but let's make sure we don't overdo it. We'll work on it a little each day and take breaks when we need to, she said. Sam smiled. I like this new Emma. You're all about balance now. Over the next 2 weeks, Emma and Sam worked on their project. They spent a few hours after school each day, but they also made time to relax and have fun. They even took a day off to go to the park and play soccer. When the science fair arrived, their solar-powered car was a hit. It worked perfectly, and their presentation was clear and confident. Mrs. Green, their teacher, was impressed. Great job, Emma and Sam. Your project is creative, and you've clearly put a lot of thought into it, she said. Emma felt proud. She had worked hard, but she had also taken care of herself. The soccer tournament. The following month, Emma's soccer team had a big tournament. It was a 2-day event, and the team had to play multiple games. Emma was excited, but also a little nervous. She wanted to perform well, but she knew she couldn't push herself too hard. Before the tournament, Emma talked to her coach. Coach, I want to do my best, but I also need to make sure I'm taking care of myself. Can we make sure I get some rest between games? Coach Harris smiled. I'm proud of you, Emma. That's a smart approach. We'll make sure you get the rest you need. During the tournament, Emma played her best. She scored goals, made great passes, and helped her team win their first 2 games. Between games, Emma rested. She drank water, ate healthy snacks, and even took a short nap. In the final game, Emma felt strong and focused. She scored the winning goal, and her team won the tournament. After the game, her teammates cheered for her. You were amazing, Emma, they said. Emma smiled. Thanks, guys, but I couldn't have done it without taking care of myself. The family vacation. A few weeks later, Emma's family went on a vacation to the beach. It was a chance for, remember, life is a journey, and it's important to enjoy the ride. Keep practicing balance, and you'll continue to grow and thrive. Emma nodded. I will, Mr. Tree. Thank you. Moral of the story. Life is about balance. Work hard, but don't forget to take care of yourself and enjoy the moments that matter. Rest and relaxation are just as important as hard work and responsibility. New words to learn. 1. Renewable. Something that can be replaced or reused, like energy from the sun or wind. 2. Confident. Feeling sure about yourself and your abilities. 3. Refreshed. Feeling full of energy and ready to do something. 4. Thrive. To grow and do well. 5. Hobby. An activity you do for fun in your free time. Questions for you. 1. Have you ever been on a vacation? How did it make you feel? 2. What do you do to relax and take a break? 3. Why is it important to balance work and rest? Let me know your thoughts, and I'll share the next part soon. Don't forget to subscribe our channel as we work very for making those best English learning stories for you.